What were the self-sufficient black towns founded by freed slaves? Imagine building a community from scratch where black Americans could thrive on their own terms. That's exactly what these towns were all about. After slavery ended, many freed slaves looked for places where they could create their own lives and futures. They wanted to own land, run businesses, and govern themselves without outside interference. These towns became symbols of black independence and resilience. One of the earliest was Mitchelville on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. After the Union Army freed the area in 1861, former slaves created a self-governing community. They farmed the land and built homes, showing that black people could manage their own towns. Mitchelville was part of the Port Royal experiment, a project to help freed slaves become self-sufficient. It was a model of black self-governance during a time when racial violence was common. In Oklahoma, many all-black towns were founded by freed slaves who had been brought there by Native American tribes. Towns like Boley grew in the early 1900s with their own schools, businesses, and local governments. These towns gave black families a chance to own land and control their community. But during the Great Depression, many of these towns faced hardships, and some lost population and businesses. Still, their legacy remains as places where black Americans built thriving communities. In New York State, communities like Timbuctoo were created with help from abolitionists like Gerrit Smith. Smith donated land to black settlers, allowing them to establish towns in the North Country. These settlements faced challenges, but they proved that black Americans could create independent communities even in the North. In Texas, freedmen set up what were called freedom colonies. These were often in remote areas to avoid racial violence. Families worked hard to own land and run their own local governments. These colonies became centers of black economic growth, giving families a chance to build wealth and stability. Eatonville in Florida is a special example. Founded in 1887, it is the oldest incorporated black town in the United States. Black Americans wanted a place where they could govern themselves and preserve their culture. Eatonville became a symbol of black independence and community pride. All these towns show how black Americans fought for their right to create safe, self-sufficient communities. They built places where they could own land, run businesses, and shape their own futures. These towns reminded us of the strength and determination that helped shape black culture and heritage. They also serve as powerful examples of building black wealth and community resilience that still inspire today.